Hi, thanks for joining me for Story Time. I'm Danae Shanti. What I'd love to explore with you is a formula for how to know what the story is that's happening in your life, how to work with it to bring forward your inner calling, your heart's desire, and to be able to live on your purpose by following your inner guidance. The formula we're going to be using is who you are at the time, what the predicament is that you're dealing with, how you ask the universe for support, what kind of guidance you get, the choices that you make based on your guidance, the actions that you take based on your choices, and the results that you get. So to demonstrate this, I'm going to tell you the story of the development of my children's CD, Lullabies for Little Visionaries. Who I was at the time was, when the CD project started, I believed that everyone has a right to be heard, especially children, and that recording music wasn't just for the special and talented people, but that everyone had an opportunity to be able to record whatever they wanted, especially when it came to singing. So I put posters up in my neighborhood and I gathered children from the neighborhood to start a project for original music that I created and to have children singing with me. It was a great self-esteem project, and it was wonderful to do it with children in the neighborhood. At the time I was married, my child was about 2 years old, and so I gathered up the kids in the neighborhood and my son's cousins, and we started this project, and we taught the children the music. My sister-in-law at the time was helping to conduct, and my brother-in-law at the time was creating the music to go with all of the lyrics and the songs. We started in the summer, and then through that fall, my husband and I separated, and I was crushed. I was heartbroken. So I became, this is the part of who I was at the time that I was having struggle. Who I was at that time was devastated, heartbroken, lost. I was suddenly a single mom with a little toddler, and I had to leave where I was living and moved in with another woman who was also a new single mom with her 2 kids. And I was basically completely lost all my confidence in myself. So I spent a lot of time crying and not understanding why I should even bother to pick up with the CD project. I dropped the CD project. I didn't believe in it. I didn't believe in me. I was lost. And I didn't know what to do. So I was in a predicament. That's the predicament that I was in at the time. And so, as it goes with me, I like to ask the universe for help by praying in my own way. So I asked to get stable, just to stabilize my son and I in our living environment. I wasn't even thinking about the CD project. I just asked for help getting stable. And what came to me was to get in touch with an angel funder who was there the year before that helped me launch the CD project and be able to pay people for their time. And because I was not believing in myself and I lost confidence in my dream, I refused to call the angel funder. So for a straight week, every time I went to go to sleep, I would hear from my guidance, you need to call the angel funder. And every morning I would wake up and be like, I'm not doing it. There's nothing here. There's no dream to believe in. And that's where I was at. This went on for a week. And if you've ever seen the movie Ghost, where he continues to sing, I'm Henry VIII I am, to the Whoopi Goldberg character, and he doesn't let up. That's what it was like for me. I was basically poked in the ribs lovingly by my guidance every night. And every morning they were right there. You need to call the angel funder. You need to call the angel funder. So finally I acquiesced and I said, okay, I'll do it. So from going to asking the universe for help and praying, that's the message that I got. Call the angel funder. That's the guidance. Well, I had choices around that. So after a week of having disrupted sleep, I finally decided I'm going to believe that there's a reason I'm getting that kind of an intuitive hit and go for it. So I called the angel funder. got through and left a voicemail, and then within an hour received a call back saying, I received your message. We need to get this children's CD out in the world. I want to participate. Let's do this. And so with that, I had funding for 3 years to be able to take care of my son and I, and to be able to go forward with the CD project. What I did is took action on one of the choices I had, which was call or don't call the angel funder. I chose to call. I received that response, and then I took action on that. So I went and found an apartment for us to live in, and I put the word out to all the children from the summer before and their parents, and gathered even more children, and went ahead and produced the CD. The result being Lullabies for Little Visionaries, made with beautiful people from my neighborhood. And this has been all over the world now. So that was a real trial for me. When I sit in complete lack of confidence and disbelief and feel unworthy in myself, it's very hard for me to even think that I'm worthy of asking the universe support, let alone receiving guidance, and then trusting that that guidance is actually wisdom coming through, like an eagle that sees the bigger picture as compared to a little mouse who only sees the immediate. So a lot of people go through that. When you lose confidence in yourself and your dreams, it's hard to believe, and it's hard to trust when you get guidance. So I want to encourage you to use the model of what I went through and look into what's happening for you in your life now. Maybe there's somewhere you're trying to get, but you don't even recognize it. Or maybe you recognize it, you don't trust that you're worthy of it, or you don't see how it can happen. So I'm going to take you through the steps again. Who are you at the time that this is happening? What is the predicament you're actually dealing with? How do you ask the universe for help? Do you pray? Do you put it out there? Do you write an affirmation? Remember, the key is asking, not just affirming. You want to ask. What is the guidance you receive? Do you know how to recognize guidance when you receive it? What is your guidance? Then what are your choices? What will you choose from what you're being offered by this wise, loving, intelligent universe? What will you choose? From there, how will you act on that choice? And then from there, watch everything unfold and see the results that you get. This formula works really, really well, and I've taught it to thousands of people, and I'm hoping you'll take the opportunity to work with this for yourself. So all the videos in October are going to be focused on story time. I'll share a story, and I'm inviting you to share your story with me, and you can do that at my email address, which is being shown now. Thanks for your time and your attention, and I wish you all blessings in everything you do. Thanks. See you next time.